Hey guys, it's Ellie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm recommending books for people in their 20s, and I have taken extra care that in today's video, you get brand new recommendations. So without any further delay, let's get into today's video. Today's video is sponsored by Manav Vig, who is the author of Confused Bastards, and I loved the plot of this book. So Confused Bastards follows Akash, Jay and Vivek. They provide this online platform to people where they can vent out their anger unabashed, unapologetically about their lovers, bosses, politics, etc., etc. And I thought that this was a hilarious idea, especially the boss part. I would like to know, what would you say about your boss if you could say anything about them or to them? And leave that in the comment section below. The first thing I asked the author when I read this book is, do you really know if there's a website like that? He said there isn't, but I really wish there was. This is a very fun book. It's written in such an easy language. Even if you're a beginner, I think you will be able to read this book. And I think 20s is a great time to start working on something new. 20s is a great time about friendship, and I really think that this book is capturing that really well. As you guys know, sponsors help us a lot in keeping posting content on our channel, and in the description I have left a link to buy this book if you want to show support for the sponsor, if you like the plot of this book, because trust me, I have never read a more hilarious plot than this one. Next book will be Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Now I have balanced non-fiction and fiction in today's video because I feel like 20s is a time when you have to think about friendships, when you have to think about work, when you are in a lot of emotional and professional mess, and I wanted to balance that in today's video. So Start With Why is a non-fiction book which motivates you to understand what is your why. I mean, what is the reason why you do things, why you're working. And especially when you're starting a business, people don't buy what you're selling or how you're selling it. They really buy why you're selling it. So you need to have a very strong reason, not just making money, but actually helping people in their lives to change lives, and whatever you think your why is. And please comment below with what your why in your life, and if you have a business, in your business is. My own why I do these things is because I really want to make a better India. I want to change some lives. I want to know that because of me there are families which have gotten better, that there are individuals whose lives have become better because of me, and that gives me a lot of peace. So that exactly is my why, and in your 20s you should figure out what your why is. Next book will be Raymond Carver's What We Talk About When We Talk About Love. By the way, this minimalistic cover is absolutely beautiful. This is a collection of amazing short stories, open-ended, and there are so many interpretations that you can have of them. I really enjoyed it more than I think I would. 20s is a perfect time for romance, obviously. So please read this book if you are interested in romance and a very different take on it. Next recommendation will be Before You Start Up by Pankaj Goyal. This book is basically about startups, and if you want to have a startup, what are the things you should keep in mind, what are the things you should take care of, and etc. etc. If you are an entrepreneurial mind, if you are interested in having your own startup, if you are a creative, it's the perfect time to have your own startup in your 20s. You can take more risks in your 20s because you are younger. You really can't take as many risks as you grow older. So this is a perfect book you should read if you're considering a startup, if you want to give it a thought, and I'm sure this will guide you. The next book is The Revenge of the Non-Vegetarian by Upamanyu Chatterjee. This book came out last year. I was shocked by this because this book is really strange, just like your 20s. This book was so strange, and it made me very sad in a way I did not expect I would. After the death of a family of 6 and their dog, an ICS, Madhusudan Sen, he vows to turn vegetarian till he sorts out this case, and I really expected it to be sort of a murder mystery, but it's really much more than that. And honestly, I'm reading Upamanyu Chatterjee. I should have expected that, but I really think you should give it a read. This is a very thin book, by the way. This is a bookmark. So it's a really very thin book, and you can finish it in one sitting. but I'm pretty sure that it will take you 2 or 3 reads to understand. All probabilities you will end up googling just like I did after finishing reading this book, because it was a little bit difficult to understand, but you should give this a go nevertheless. The next book that you should read in your 20s is The Six-Figure Passive Income. I do think that book is a bit of an exaggeration. I mean, you can have a six-figure second income obviously, but for that, the way you have to work, I think it is better to have that as a first income. But that's just me. I got a lot of great ideas in that book, which I can't wait to implement after my exams and my college life is over. And I'm pretty sure if you're looking for ideas, because 20s is a great time to accumulate a lot of money, because after your 30s, you're gonna need that really bad. So if you want to focus on how to make more money and have a better future and a safer future, you need to read this book. Also, a further recommendation which I actually did not plan to include in this book is this book called Retire Rich. Invest rupees 40 a day and retire rich. This is the name of the book. I forgot the name of the author, but some subscriber had actually suggested it to me and I got it in an ebook format, and I read that book. I more or less liked it. I did think that book is a bit sexist though, because sometimes it says things about women which I really don't agree with, but more or less it is a good financial guide if you want to get started with it. I'm also reading a book by Ishank Kumar, I think that's the name of the author, about money as well, which is also a financial guide, and if it's good enough, I'll recommend it to you on Instagram, so please follow me on Instagram to stay tuned with my reads. Enough of non-fiction recommendations. Coming back to the fiction ones, you have to read You. Don't get inspired from it. Don't put this to, your real life use, but You is definitely a good book to read if you want to read a book which is a thriller. I think we enjoy thriller a lot in our 20s and even when you are younger than that. And You is such a good book about this obsession of a guy, and the way it's written, it's really amazing, and I think you'll be seriously missing out if you don't read You. And if you watch the Netflix series, the book is way better than that. Please read this. The next book that I'll recommend for 20 somethings and also for any age is The Happiness Book. This book is Happiness Is by Ralph Lazar and Lisa Swirling. I'm pretty sure you've seen these comics on the internet. They are very popular, and this book has a lot of illustrations about things that should make you happy. So having a best friend. Oh, I don't have this one. So this book made me sad now. But okay, let's find out some more reasons to be happy. Okay, dark chocolate is a great reason to be happy. Having choices is a great reason to be happy. A snow globe is a great reason to be happy. So this book has 500 reasons to be happy. Yes, 500 reasons to be happy. And whenever I'm upset, whenever I'm sad, I always open this book and it makes me so happy instantaneously. And I know that in your 20s you must be going through a hard time and you must be going through a lot of crisis, and I really hope that reading books like these will help you in feeling better. Last but not the least, I'll recommend you to read Murakami's Men Without Women, or any book by Murakami. By the way, most of Murakami's books are available as audiobooks on Storytel. So a lot of you tell me that the books are very expensive for you because they are over 300 or 400 most of the time. So if that's the problem, please get them as audiobooks on Storytel. You can get the audiobooks for free for 30 days, and after that it is just $2.99 per month. And for trying out Murakami books, I now use only audiobooks because it saves me a lot of money. I read this book called The Strange Library, which I really liked a lot, and it was almost $3.99 online, and it was a really thin book for that. And I do have this issue of comparing book size with book price, so I really was happy that I could save that money by reading it as an audiobook, and the experience was absolutely equal. So the link to a free trial to Storytel will be in the description below as usual if you want to try it out. Now I hope you guys enjoyed these recommendations. I recommended you 10 books to read in your 20s. And by the way, I just turned 20 yesterday, so wish me a very happy birthday in the comment section below. And leaving you guys with this collage of my favorite photos because I am 20 now. It's really sad. I'm so freaked out about responsibilities and all that, but I think I'll be fine. And till my next video, bye bye guys.